Hi Luminaires, my name is Jamie Butler. I'm the Everyday Medium, and today I'm going to trance channel my guide Grace to share with you 3 ways to energetically connect to your significant other. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen trance channeling, what I'm going to be doing is allowing spirit to come directly into my body to speak to you. So what it will look like is my eyes stay closed, though they don't have to stay closed. It's just how spirit works with my particular body. If you're sensitive and you feel a little overwhelmed with the energy, just step back from your device a little bit, have something to nibble on, and have a little something to drink. But if you are enjoying the sensations you're picking up on, then just pull in a little bit closer. To save some time on the editing, I'm just going to stop here and say my thanks, gratitude, and goodbye, and we'll jump straight into Grace's message. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very grateful for you. If you like this kind of content, please let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe. Take care. See you soon. Hello, my lovely Luminaires. My name is Grace. I'm here today to talk to you about 3 distinct ways to connect energetically to your significant other. Now, for the sake of our conversation today, I'm going to talk about relationships just pertaining to 2 people, though I respect, love, and support all styles of relationships. So let us begin. Our first energetic connection requires that the 2 of you sit across from each other. I did say sit. I prefer sitting rather than standing versus lying down, and here is why. You can choose to sit in a chair, or if you like to sit on the floor, you can crisscross your legs, scoot close enough to where your kneecaps are touching, and hold your spine straight. That's the important part about sitting. I'd like for you to focus on having your ears over your shoulders and having your shoulders over your hips. Now, if this is uncomfortable, I'd like to say definitely sit in a chair, because you can scoot yourself back where the spine is absolutely straight. Why the importance of the spine? This is where all of your energy runs. You have 3 distinct energies in your body. You have a positive current energy, you have a negative current energy, and you have a neutral current energy that runs down the center of your body. Now, when you are sitting up straight, this energy can move freer than if you were crouched down or rolling your shoulders forward or jetting your chin forward. Now the energy has obstacles to move through. So we're going to lighten up how the energy moves, sitting up straight, heart center out, and you are going to look your partner in the eyes open, and allowing your eyes to stay softly open to where you have this focus that almost blends or fuzzes your partner's face away. Similar to laying out in the yard at night, staring at the sky and picking one star and having all the other stars in the night sky disappear. So I want you to focus all of your attention straight to your partner's eyes. Of course, you might have to pick one. If you're picking one, I choose the left eye. The left side of the body is the negative current energy, which is all about change and fluid and growth and healing. So we can focus there to rejuvenate that kind of energy. And now the connection begins, because you're going to add a mantra that you will say out loud. So this is a short phrase that you'll repeat to each other simultaneously together. And the phrase simply is, I love you. And you repeat the words, I love you. I love you, for 3 minutes, until you can get to a 7-minute mark, but the aim is for 11 minutes. So these time frames are very important. Now, if you can hit the 3-minute mark, holding that eye contact, keeping the spine up, repeating the mantra, that 3-minute mark will help reprogram the neurotransmitters in your brain, rewiring it all to this open, connective, love, compassion, union, togetherness, supportive. And so you will completely have a rework of all the chemicals in your body. Now that was a big statement to make, but I think you understand what I mean. Of course, it's not 100% across the board, but the lift in well, we could go in details, but the lift of energy in your body will be noticeable. Have a timer on your smart device or an alarm, but have it be soft and sweet. So when the 3-minute mark hits, you understand where you are and you can pull away if you would like. Now, at the beginning when you do this, if you end up in complete giggles, enjoy them, use them with each other, laugh, and then encourage your partner, let's try this, let's come back. Now, if you want an added connection, you can reach out, put your right hand down and your left hand up. Left hand up for receiving, right hand down for giving. And you put them over your partner so they will fit together. And you will be running that I love you that you are sharing with eye contact all throughout your body. So it will run up your left arm to your heart and then down the right arm where you are giving that energy back to the left arm of your partner through the heart. Now this can be done with multiple partners. If you do have more than 2, then I ask that you close your eyes. Close your eyes, come into self, have the hand connection, and then harmonize your I love yous. You will feel the connection, you will sense it. It is quite noticeable. So 3 minutes until you can get to 7, until you can get to 11. Now my next technique has the use of water. So if you do not have a tub, a shower, a pool, a lake, a swimmable pond, or spring, or maybe the great wide ocean, then this might not be for you. But what's so lovely about water is an amplifier. It's going to increase the energy that you're putting out tenfold. So you can imagine being surrounded in the water and being with your partner or partners. That love expression that you're pulling in is going to grow tremendously and very quickly. So these exercises done with water don't necessarily need to go on and on for a longer length of time. We can shorten it to the 3 minutes. Now, wherever you are, if you are in a tub, it can be quite cramped. So it might be easier to go back to back if you're sitting in a tub. If you're in a shower, you can also stand back to back. I think a shower is a little bit much as the water can get all in your face, but you can also stand facing each other. Now, if you're in a larger body of water and you can stand in the water up to your shoulders, that would be ideal. If you need to crouch a little bit because it's shallow, that's perfectly fine. You can sit on your knees or you can sit crisscross on the bottom of the surface. So now that you're in the water up to your shoulders, you're going to grab each other's hands, of course, right hand down, left hand up. And we'll talk about this being back to back. But what you want to do is you want to synchronize your breathing. So pay attention to when the person is breathing across from you or around you if you're in a circle. And you want to stretch this breath out into breathing in to a 4 count, holding your breath at the top for a 7 count, and breathing out together for an 8 count. Now notice this is an odd rhythm. So it's not that you can fall into rhythmic breathing. So it requires a little bit of focus. And this is what I like about this breathing pattern, is that you have to focus on this quicker inhale, holding, remaining full. So when you're remaining full, I want you to focus on your heart center as being a sun, like the sun in the sky. And that when you're breathing in, you're taking your breath to the sun that resides in your heart. And that when you hold your breath, you're charging the sun. It's becoming brighter and brighter and bigger than your body. So big that it's 4 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet out from you. So you're merging your light with your partners. And then when you're breathing out, I want you to imagine that all of this energy in your heart is being released out your hands into your partner. And that is it. And we do this for a 3-minute time frame if you're deep in the water. You're going to notice all kinds of sensations of syncing up, not just with breath work. You will notice your heart rates will sync, and you can test this afterwards. You will also notice the energy merging from your body or merging from your partner's body into yours. So the healing is from toes to top of head, and it's down to a cellular level. Now, if there's any kind of ailment, disease, or injury that you're working with at this time, before you do this particular connection, state it out loud. Because this way your partner can now imagine that their sun, glowing and shining, when they breathe out, they can breathe that sun into that disease, illness, or injury, or that imbalance that you would like to work with. So make sure you're in good communication. Now, if you're in the tub, and it's a little bit tight fit, so you're back to back, you're going to rely on feeling when your partner is inhaling, holding, and releasing. So you will want to have your low back pushed close to the other. So it can be a little uncomfortable, but if it is doable for you, it's absolutely wonderful. And then with your hands, you can just set your hands in your lap. You won't need to connect hands, as you have connected all along your spine. All right, same techniques apply from that point on, but let's talk about our third technique. Our third technique can be done in 3 different ways, and it is about connecting your body. So the same technique as being back to back. This is better out of the water. This technique is done out of the water, and you will sit back to back, scooching, as you call it, scooching. You push your body weight against your partner's body, and they will be doing the same to you. Now I want you to imagine that you are aligning your chakra system with your partner's. So your red root chakras are next to each other, your orange sacral beneath your belly button and your back, they're touching. Your solar plexus is touching, your heart chakra is touching, your throat's chakras are touching, your third eye. So your head is leaning against your partner behind you, and you imagine that the crown chakra above you is communicating to your partner. You will place your hands palms up on your own lap. You will begin to use a box breath pattern. So breathing into the count of 4, hold your breath for the count of 4, releasing your breath to the count of 4, and remain empty to the count of 4. So it's very rhythmic, it's very expected. So once you fall into the rhythm, there's no sense of counting, and you're going to stay here, aim for 11 minutes. This is magical. You're going to aim for 11. So that's one way of making connection, is back to back. Now that's mostly for a partnership that has 2 sweethearts together. 2 other ways that you can do this is that you lie on your back and you push your feet together, the soles of your feet. So this is your earth chakra making connection. And you want to apply pressure. So it's not just a light touch between your feet. You want to scooch into each other where there's, I don't know the word, not a meshing, it's not a pushing. What is it? A firm pressure between your feet. Now if you have more than one partner, you can have one foot on one partner's, the other on the other, and vice versa. So it looks like you have a bit of a pattern on the floor. You're still going to engage in the same breath work, box breath, to the count of 4. If you would like, when you are lying on your back, you can put your right hand down on your partner's left hand, and your left hand up underneath your other partner's right hand. If there's more than you, if it's just the 2 of you, you're going to put your palms straight up in, like the palms facing the sky or facing the ceiling next to you. You have your breath work, and you're going to allow, or you can say imagine, that in the connection of your feet, all of your chakras, all the energy moving downward from the top of your head. Or let me say this in another creative way. When your feet are together and you have begun your box breath breathing, I want you to add another layer of imagination. And I'd like for you to imagine that when you breathe in, you're breathing in from the top of your head to the count of 4 to your heart. You're going to hold in your heart for the count of 4, make it big. And then when you release your breath, you're going to release your breath down your body, into your feet, into your partner. And at the same time that you are pushing your breath into your partner is pushing into you. So you are giving and receiving when you are breathing out. And then when you remain empty for the count of 4, I just want you to observe what it feels like to have your partner's gift of energy move through your body up to your heart. And then of course when you breathe in, you'll breathe in from the top again, very clean, clear energy. Hold in your heart for a count of 4, making it very big. Exhale to the count of 4, and you're pushing that love energy all the way down your feet into your partner's feet, and you're receiving your partner's energy. And then you remain empty to the count of 4, and that's more of an observation. How are you feeling? Where are you? What is your energy doing? And then the cycle continues. Breathe into the count of 4, and so forth and so on. So these are my 3 ways to connect energetically to your significant other. And I think during the month of February, all throughout the month, and at any time, but February particularly, is a great time to connect energetically to those that you love. Let's all practice opening up and showing a bit more love to self, to others, and to the world. Thank you so much for being here. Godspeed.